November 2025 transits for the sign of Capricorn rising or Capricorn moon sign. You can see from both. In fact, the external manifestation from the Lagna, from the rising sign, that's your physical reality. But the emotional experience, how you feel things inside, that you see from the moon sign. So if you're a Capricorn rising or if you're a Capricorn moon sign, you can watch this video, but for different purposes. So this is a very powerful month, really powerful shifts happening. Huge changes that we don't see very often. It's a very rare month in that sense. Jupiter changing signs, Saturn changing signs, Mars and Venus in the own signs, very strong energy. And then Sun is going to go out of the debilitation. And of course, there is Mercury retrograde for 3 weeks. So we'll discuss all of those, lots of remedies. You can prepare a list of things you want to do and the projects or things you want to align, and then come back to this video throughout the month to get some insights. So let's begin with Jupiter. Guru Maharaj is Atichari. That means moving very fast, much faster than its normal speed. In the sign of Cancer, that's the exaltation sign. So it wants to give you results. It means business. And Jupiter goes retrograde on the 11th of November. So the first 10 days, Jupiter continues to give you blessings related to your 7th house. That means relationships and partnerships. So these 10 days, first 10 days are excellent for getting into partnerships, expand your network, basically, that's the message. And also in your own relationship with your partner, do more spiritual things like do Homa, get together, go to the temple together, discuss Swadhyaya, discuss spiritual subjects, or go to the gurus, meet the gurus together. As a partner, you want to do more spiritual things for the first 10 days. As of 11th of November, then Jupiter goes retrograde. So that means it wants to give you results as if it's sitting in your 6th house instead of 7th house. Now, 6th house Jupiter will give you more insights into how to heal yourself, better for health, wisdom related to your health. Secondly, it'll improve, give you expansion in your work, in your career. So this retrograde phase will be good for your profession in general. You have to look at the natal chart to see the full picture, but overall, it gives you this expansion and wisdom in your job, in your profession. You'll act as a guru. So this is a good period. You should do a lot of mentoring other people, helping other people, guiding other people, coaching other people, being a guru at work, literally. And then also 6th house is dealing with the enemies. So you'll have a lot of wisdom to deal with the enemies once Jupiter goes retrograde, and both internal enemies and external enemies. So that's a very powerful transit, retrograde phase of Jupiter. Also, one important thing is that a retrograde planet means it internalizes the things associated with the houses that the planet rules. So for Capricorn rising, Jupiter is your 3rd lord and your 12th lord. So 12th lord go internalizing mean, again, it is activating your subconscious mind. So you want to do past life regression, you want to do Tarpan, you want to do Yoga Nidra, lucid dreaming, astral travel, all of that. Plus, you want to really learn from gurus. You may see that some gurus from the past life, they may appear in your life. Good for foreign travel, especially spiritual travel, pilgrimage, and also connection with the foreigners, foreign people. But you have to have a very deep connection, understanding at a very deep level. You need to make sure that all these connections, things you're doing related to 12th house, these are not any superficial things with a solid spiritual foundation. Same thing with the 3rd house. So you may reevaluate your connection with your younger siblings. You may also get insights how to do your marketing, your sales, your communication, your newsletters. You'll get lots of insights. Also, 3rd house represents skills with our hands, and a retrograde planet always gives you this. It's almost like you'll all of a sudden remember some of the things you may have done in the past life, like those skills. All of a sudden, oh, I can play a guitar now. So things like that. So that awakening related to your hands and healing and learning some instruments or any skills with your hands, those will be activated. And if you're a writer, absolutely perfect time period for that, to reevaluate and reassess some missed opportunities in terms of publishing and writing. Those are the blessings of Guru Maharaj going retrograde starting 11th of November. Then we look at Saturn. Shani Maharaj will be going direct finally after many months of retrograde motion since May of this year. So as of 27th of November, Saturn goes direct. But so the first 26 days, still Saturn is retrograde. So that's why I've shown in the picture here, Saturn is at the cusp of the sign of Pisces and Aquarius. So it continues to give you blessings related to the second house for the first 26 days. That means good for speech, for any speaking engagements. You go out, you want to talk to people, use your speech. You'll have a very mature kind of a speech, like an old soul. Then second house is our family wealth also. This is the period to consolidate your family wealth. Look at the investments, look at what things you can do to maybe tenfold your investments, your family wealth. And of course, this is not investment advice. This is not financial advice. You have to talk to a financial advisor, but this is general energy of the planets. So that's the first 27 days. After that, Saturn goes direct as of November 27th. So it will start focusing on your third house. So your third house will get all the power, all the strength, all the blessings of Shani Maharaj starting 27th of November. That means even better for communication, written communication. It's good for doing things like short distance travel. Saturn is a very hardworking planet. Saturn is perseverance. And so once Saturn goes direct, you want to really almost every day going out, short distance travels to meet your clients, to meet your friends, or to meet social gatherings. So you want to be out there, and any short distance travel you make will give you success. And Saturn gives you success for the long term. It's like strategic planning. It's not like immediate results. But you want to, anything you do during this phase, during this transit, will pay you off in the long term, long run. So that's the third house awakening by Saturn, Shani Maharaj. And then we have Mars is sitting in your 11th house in the sign of Scorpio. Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, so very strong position of Mars there. But Mars could be aggression also. So on the social media, be very careful not to get into any fights or ego issues. So that's Mars. In the 11th house represents the social media, reaching out to people. Same thing with your friends also. You may have some conflicts with your friends. Do not react when it comes to dealing with your friends or social media. But it will give you a lot of this energy, physical energy. You'll have lots of energy to focus on maybe creating videos or things on social media, but also spending time with your friends. So doing physical things with your friends like hiking, mountain climbing, or biking, all of that will be good. Any physical activity with your friends is an excellent remedy. And then Mars is also your fourth lord. So fourth lord getting strength, and Mars being the planet for real estate also. This period this month, whole month is very good for anything to do with real estate. But again, this is not real estate. This is just energy of the planets. You'll also discover what makes you happy. That's the fourth lord. If the fourth lord is strong, it gives you insights into your long-term happiness. Okay, so that's Mars. But then Mars will also be joined by Sun after November 16th. Then sky is the limit in terms of your presence on social media. But be careful about any ego issues. So there could be more ego or this fighting and stuff online or with your friends. That's one caution. But otherwise, it'll totally eliminate your 11th house. It'll give you huge blessings. Also, you'll have more ideas about how to make more money. Finances will improve. You'll have more energy to do work and make money like that. So that's the Sun's transit, the second half. But the first half of the month, Sun is still in your 10th house, debilitated in the sign of Libra, with the enemy Venus. Work front, your profession, your business, you have to be careful. There could be conflicts, there could be ego issues, but it's a good time to be very creative. Okay, so that's the positive aspect of Venus and Sun in the 10th means it'll give you success as long as you're honoring the Venusian energy, because Venus is the stronger among Venus and Sun in Libra. Venus is the ruler of Libra and Sun is debilitated. So you want to honor the Venus, do the remedies related to Venus, the Shukrachar. So Shakti worship, Lakshmi mantras, giving donation for women, girl children like that. So those are remedies to boost your career, your profession, your business. That's the first half of the month. But after November 16th, Sun will move away from 10th house. So then career will flourish. It's just the first 2 weeks you need to be very careful. Now comes Mercury. Mercury will be retrograde for 3 weeks from 9th of November until 29th of November. A retrograde planet wants to internalize the things that it rules in your chart. And for Capricorn rising, Mercury is your 6th lord and your 9th lord. 6th house is Gemini, 9th house is Virgo. So that means it will give you insights as to how to heal yourself, how to improve your health. That is the 6th house. It'll give you insights how to deal with your enemies through your intellect, the power of intellect and intuition. That is Mercury, the sixth lord, going retrograde. So you'll be able to solve problems, conflicts with other people, enemies, or internal enemies through your intellect, not through force. And then sixth house lord going retrograde means you'll get more insights into your job, your profession. In fact, this may be a time when you may actually change your profession also. We have to look at the natal chart, but overall energy is there that you may change some things at work. And then ninth lord going retrograde means you may reassess your dharma, your spiritual path, your gurus, your higher studies, your wisdom, and all those areas will shift. But you'll have more clarity. You'll have deep insights. You'll go within and figure out the truth yourself. That's the retrograde Mercury phase for Capricorn rising. So those are these transits happening for Capricorn. Leave a comment how the month is going. If you have any additional remedies or insights into this. Also, if you like the content, please share and subscribe.